Hello, here you're going to hear about my goals. I wrote these when I was about 37, 35, something like that. If you brush your teeth, then you have self-discipline. That is true, and that is something I have a check mark. I always brush my teeth. My first toothbrush, I went with the housekeeper in Honduras to buy it. And my grandpa said, "Didn't you tell him anything?" And she said, "No. I bought a pink toothbrush." How about that? Did that have anything? I always knew I was different. I'm not a homosexual. What I am is a feminine man. I like air conditioning. That's what I mean. I like being at home instead of on top of a building putting tar, or in a building that is being built with co-workers that are smoking cigarettes, and it's so hot, and being stuck in traffic. Now there's another one I don't like. I add that to my work time. If I ever go anywhere for work, if I'm doing 8 hours there, at the end of the week, I don't have 40 hours. I have 1 hour to go, 1 hour to come back. It's a 10-hour day. I have really 50 hours. That's the way I count it. And then I could add another 5 hours. That would be 55 hours. If I really only work 40 for the paycheck, I'm really including the travel time. The travel time would jack it up to 50 hours a week. A 40-hour job would become 50 hours a week because it's 1 hour to go and come back. Five days a week times 2 hours a day, right? That's 10 hours. So 40 plus 10 is 50. Plus add 1 hour after work to relax. And that 1 hour would be, if you're too tired, you're not going to read to your kids. That's what I'm getting at. Florida has free air conditioning October to April. Florida has free air conditioning October to April. Here's another dream. I want fans to cool down my laptop. CompTIA 8 Plus. Yeah, my laptop, I actually don't use it. I need to put a fan in there so it won't get hot. How about this? Rent this house and get tools and equipment. Yeah, but if I rent this house, where am I going to live? I could get one of those RVs. That was my dream. Even when I went to the school, the CDL school in Miami, which was terrible, I got my A license for driving those semi-trucks, but I didn't know how to drive a semi-truck. I could pass a test, I could back it up, put it in a jack, but the gears, they didn't teach me. And then the guy in Tennessee with the company Covenant Transport, he let me stay, even though he said I was driving the big truck, and he said that I jumped the sidewalk with my back tire. And then I was like, I did? He says, yeah. So it's too much work. If you're going to be a truck driver and you got to be checking the mirrors every 2 seconds, left, right, make sure you're going straight. And I wouldn't mind it if it was my own RV, like a pickup truck pulling something, and I'm traveling and I can pull over when I want to, I can go to the bathroom when I want to, I can enjoy my life. That's the only reason I want an RV. It's almost like a snail or like a turtle that has their own shell and they could just stay in there. But mine would have air conditioning and food and wonderful people. Like Shazam. You remember that TV show? Shazam. He used to travel in an RV. That's the way I want to do it. That's the same life I want. Traveling, visiting my friends and family, talking to them about God. But at the same time, I got to have a business so that I could keep traveling. I got to really have an income. That's the word. Well, here, email Mr. So-and-so and complain that so-and-so is a people pleaser. I used to be a people pleaser. But now I've learned I better keep away from everybody. Ooh, it's Mother's Day and I'm home alone, but I enjoy it. Move the Tupperware, then she will comply. Alright, we had a Tupperware fight. The spouse keeps it down at the bottom shelves and the mother-in-law keeps it up on top. And I always prefer it up on top. But then the mother-in-law got on my case because I didn't cover it, like the lids. But now I always cover it because otherwise you can't find the lid. People that are very messy, they call them anal repulsive. It's almost like they're, well, that's the only way I can think about it. Dropping like a dog, pooping all over the place. There's your pants, your shoes, your purse over there. I mean, everything is, there's no place, it's very disorganized. Anal repulsive. And the opposite of that is anal retentive. That means that everything is organized to the point that other people cannot live with you. Because I went to one relative's house and I put my glass down for Christmas, and then I went to pick it up. Oh, I'm sorry, I already washed it, but I hadn't. It was still full. There you know. Some people really don't like you, so don't go to people's houses. I know she didn't like me. Maybe she can tell by the way I dress, the way I walk. I'm like a Jamaican, walking very slowly. I'm from the beach in Honduras, and over there you're never in a rush. People from another place, New Yorkers, they walk fast. Since it's not cold in Florida, I walk slowly. I take my time. I drive slowly. So I need to live in a very small town. Actually, away from the town. In the boondocks. I love the boondocks. Alright, move the Tupperware. Then she will comply. No, that I won't do that. I won't move the Tupperware. That was a couple of years ago. But I don't bother the spouse anymore because I got Baker acted for bothering her. So I don't do that anymore. Alright. Enjoy your life. Be better than I am. Don't bother your spouse too much. Just move out, live alone. That's really the best advice I can give you. Live alone. She wants to talk to you. She can call you. And by the way, they sound so different on the telephone. Here they're yelling. I mean, in some places people are yelling, right? When they're in front of you. When you talk to them on the phone, it's like there's so much love in there. It's like, and their voice, you can feel their voice. There's so much love in the telephone. Like, I heard my daughter's voice one time on the phone, and I'm like, she's a little girl, you know, and a young lady. I'm like, when I look at her, I'm like, big as I am, you know what? Oh, here, I want to have a secret room for my son. Oh, yeah, well, this is probably his. He wants a hand scanner where he touches the wall and it goes beep and the wall opens up. This one's one of his. But once we become electronics people or electricians, we can learn to build something like that. Enjoy your life. All things are possible to him that believeth. I believe in God. As my son put it, as far as atheists, he says, where did the Big Bang, where did this little thing and this little thing crash and everything came about? Who created those two things to crash? If it is that way, I don't know if it was evolution, how everything came about, but I do believe God, there has to be a God. I really do. Enjoy your life.